Hello everyone, it's Susan here and welcome to my channel. So today is my crafty chit chat and slow stitching video and I'm so excited. So I feel like I have a lot to say today. But let's talk first about this block that we started last week. So last week we sewed this one piece down up here, and the rest of it was pinned. So I have sewn all of the pieces down, and today we're going to work on this flower. So it was a piece that a crewel stitch piece that either my aunt or my grandmother worked on many years ago. So I found it here in my house, this crewel kit, and I think I tea dyed it actually, but I still have a bunch of pieces of it. I use it often. I like it a lot. I like pulling in pieces, if I can, something from, from that has some sort of a sentimental, background to it. So the hardest thing for me on doing this is that I didn't really have the right color of thread. And now that I'm doing this, I can clearly see that what they used was a yarn and not a thread. So do I keep going and maybe do 2 layers of this so that it's more pronounced? And right now it's hard to see because the thread that I'm using is different colors, and right now the color that I am sewing with happens to be pretty light, but it does have darker colors in it. It's just not, I think I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. And I think what I'll have to do, like this is good for the first pass at it, but I definitely will have to do another layer. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to come back right now. Well, let me see. What color do I still have? I still have some light color. I want to get to the dark color. So I think I'll go until, well, I don't know. It's like such hard decisions, right? I know what I want to do. I know what I want it to look like. And yeah, sometimes it's not that easy. One of the things, like I learned a lot of the stitches, well, basically all of them, from Roxy's Creations and her sister Sarah. And like one of the stitches that was the hardest, sorry, you hear my phone, that's my brother's texting. Sorry about that my phone's sitting right next to me. They're texting back and forth to one another. One lives in Delaware, one lives in Georgia, and yeah, the one in Georgia, it just sold his house today, he closed on it today. So yeah, so that's what all that is. If you were curious. So anyway, so learning the stitches from them, I remember there was the satin stitch, and I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it's basically what I'm doing right now, where you just basically do long lines of stitches, and you can build it up and build it up and build it up so it gets thicker, heavier looking. And I just could not, I couldn't get it. It made no sense to me. when I was like learning from them, I'm like, I can't do the satin stitch. It was like too hard. Um, so now that you, but you know, I don't know, I'm just going to give this a try. So you can see now that it's getting into the darker colors, it looks a lot better. So I kind of feel like where the darker colors are, I don't know that I need to go over it again. But what I had wanted, so like, I don't know, that's twice today where I realized that I don't have a color thread that I really need. So what I originally wanted to do was to come in here with a kind of like a, oh, maybe like a brick color, or maybe not brick isn't the right word, wine color. I don't know, like a pink, but more burgundy, I guess, maybe like something darker. So, and I didn't have anything like that. And then when I was stitching down here, which by the way, I did French knots here. I have some cross stitches here, which on purpose are wonky. I was fine with that, so I left it wonky. No, I forget what I was saying. Is that bad? That's probably bad that I forget so quickly. Oh, the colors. Oh, so when I was sewing this down here, this, I wanted a deep brown. Like this brown is right here, like that deep chocolate brown or even darker. And I don't have a burgundy, and I don't have a brown, a dark brown. So I was like, so I couldn't do what I wanted to do in either case. So I think I have to. You guys know how it is when you have to place an order. You have to. Now, I was just at my local scrapbook store, and I did purchase one thread from them. I mean, it was a few days ago. It wasn't like today or anything, but just a few days ago I went. And I'm going to share with you what I purchased. So I do want to do that on this video as well. But yeah, so if I knew I needed these more, I guess it's the more autumnal colors that I need. Yeah, especially now that we're getting into, well, of course it's fall now, but it's also, you know, the next few months is going to be all about the deeper colors. So, yeah, so anyway, so I think I'll just place a little order. I will either order my favorite, the Presentia size 8, or, you know, I'm really happy with this. It's the Wonderfill, which is also the Pearle cotton in size 8. I like them both. I don't think, this one might even, I don't know. I don't remember. I'll look to see which one is on sale. And if either are, and I'll place the order. There is an Etsy shop that I purchase from. So I'll see what she has. I don't remember the name of it. If I remember to, I'll put the name of the shop down in my description box. I do, I don't know. I like to shop on Etsy as often as I can. If there's something, you know, that I'm looking for that is a decent price, you know, I rather spend money like that than, I don't know, buying from Michael's or whatever. And that's why I like going to my local mom and pop fabric store, because, well, because if, you know, you don't support them, they're not going to be there. So anyway, so that is the scoop. That is the scoop on that. So once I get through this once, I'm going to figure out what else I have to, like, where do I have to go over it? I do have to say, now that there's all this color and it kind of goes sporadic where it's light, dark, I'm kind of liking it. So maybe I won't go over it. Maybe I won't. Because what else I want to do, and this is actually the third color that I need. Oh, okay. So I know I need the dark brown. I know I need the more burgundy type color. And I need a deeper green. So like I have this green, which is a very bright green. I have this, which is more leaning towards the teal. What I do have, let me grab it next to me here. I do have this. Maybe I can use this. So that is that Wonderfill. See, but that's blue, but it has green in it too. I don't know. I don't know what to use, but I wanted to do like a back stitch and get the, at least this one stem up here. And there's actually a petal down here as well. I could even put like there's this space here, but I'm thinking that might be where a button or yo-yo goes. But I wanted to do Lazy Daisy as well, but I don't know if I can put that in there, if there's room, right? So I'm just going to keep going here, and like I said, I want to share my little haul with you. I did purchase one thread, which I'm kind of excited about. So I'll share that with you. I'm almost done with this. So let me just finish this flower and we'll look at it and decide if I need to go over any of it or not. And I want to share that haul with you. And I thought originally that we would be finishing this up in this video. Oh, that really looks kind of pretty, doesn't it? That really does. Do I need, I think I need just a little bit of color in that first section. I don't have to go over the whole entire section. So, oh yeah, so then after I did this down here, where I wanted the dark, I was looking in this bin for some different things to put on here, and I found this after. And I don't use the embroidery thread much to embroider. I don't. I definitely like to stick with the Pearle threads. Sorry about the throat. My son is sick. I think my granddaughter started the whole thing. All right, so let's see if I can control what color comes out for a few stitches, which I can control that. I'm going to come in here and let's just do a few stitches with this beautiful green. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think that will look pretty. So I guess I can do the satin stitch when I really want to. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see if that is good. I think that that's fine. I think I'll do one more because now I'm into the deeper, like the burgundy color that I wanted, but I wanted it in a solid color. All right, I think that that looks good. So I'm gonna call that done. And I'm gonna share the haul with you. It's a really small haul. I went to get a nutcracker, a fabric with a nutcracker on it, and they didn't have anything. And the thing that I got apparently is guardsman. I hope I'm saying that right. I want to make sure I'm super respectful and everything, of the king or queen. And I live in the US, so like this is kind of like uncharted territory for me. I don't know a lot about that kind of stuff, but this was the fabric, and they're guardsmen. That was what I went for. And let me grab this stuff. Ugh. Oh, I have stuff. Okay, so this is the Pearle thread. Oh, it's the Wonderfill. I didn't even realize that. The Wonderfill Pearle cotton thread, size 8. And I don't know how much I spent there. I didn't really look. I don't know. It's probably more than you know, maybe even online, but it reminds me of a gold. It's not truly gold, but it is close to gold. I mean, I think it could pass for a gold color. I think it's super pretty, super pretty. So I did buy this when I was there a few days ago. So I have that, which I really like. Oh, and these needles, so I like them because the eye of the needle is big. And even the guy said, the owner, he's like, you know, I was wondering when somebody was going to buy those needles. He goes, I bought those needles because the eye of the needle is really big. I'm like, well, that's exactly why I'm buying them. So I was glad to get more needles with a bigger eye. And then really the only other thing that I got, yeah, because I got the thread, I got the needles, I got the guardsman fabric, and then they always have, or almost always have, bags of scrap fabric. And it was in this bag right here. And so this is what I got in that scrap bag, and their scrap bags are $10. So all of this for $10. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. I love it because I don't really like look through them there. I mean, obviously you can see it through the bag, but you don't see everything, you know, so it's always fun when you get home. So I do have Mickey Mouse. I have this piece, which is cute. This I actually used already on my page for my December daily, which is what I'm doing for Roxy's project. Then this was pretty. This has fish on it, which I really like. That's pretty. I like that. This I love. Well, and this, and this, and that. But I love this because, well, it's very Christmassy. I mean, it's just that color red is like super Christmassy. So, and it's a nice size piece. And I love this. You'll see this. I'm sure this is going to end up in my December daily. And then like, look at this. I love black, right? And you put red and black together. It's like really, I mean, it's such an awesome color combination. In fact, I just did that. So let me show you. So this was one of the pages for my December daily, and I have the black and the red. Black and red. I guess I like that a lot. In fact, the cover of the journal is black with red flowers. I guess that's a theme. So anyway, and this is also a nice size piece. This I love because it's autumn colors. It's just beautiful. It looks, it has that like almost that watercolorish feel to it, almost like a mixed media feel, not actual texture. I mean, visually, it's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So that was in it. And then this. So a lot of people might say, I'm not interested in getting a piece of, off-white or ecru fabric. But to me, this is gold. So because I use this color fabrics for my pages of my journals, of my fabric journals. So this to me is this to me is like getting I don't know, a Diane Reevely journal, right? And this is the blank page to it. That's how I see it. This is the blank page to one of my fabric journals. I just love it. I was so happy to get this. So yeah, so that's it. That was my little fabric haul, and I like everything. So that was fun. Yeah. So let's see. I have to open up these pins and use them. I'm going to leave them over here. Oh, I found the receipt, and that Pearle thread was only $2.80 for this. Oh my gosh, I have to go back there. So you know what? I'm not going to order on Etsy. I'm going to go back to the local local fabric store and stock up on some deeper color threads. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I like that. Let me hold it up. And it looks super pretty. I think that looks good. And I think I'm at a half an hour. So I'll get a deep green, more like an olive green, and work on the stem and maybe put just one small lazy daisy over here, because over here I still want to put some sort of buttons or something. So I don't need anything here. It looks blank, but it won't be. So that is it for today. All right, my parrot, he's starting, so I'm gonna hop off, and I want to say thank you for being here. Probably next week we will go ahead and do some couching, and yep. So I will see you next Monday, and we will get to spend some crafty chit-chat time together. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.